Hello, and welcome to another episode. I'm Salman, and this is my YouTube where I play Ark and talk about random stuff. Mostly talk about random stuff. This is kind of a continuation from yesterday's episode. Like I said at the end of yesterday's episode, today, this episode, I'm going to expand more on honesty. Honesty, I really think, is the start of positive change. Because before you can do anything, you need to be honest about it. If there's a problem, you need to first announce that there's a problem, and you need to be honest about that problem to properly address it. So, like I said at the end of that, I don't think that decision to be honest, I don't think that was when I grew up. But I do think it was the start. That was when I first started being truly, and it is to this day. I still is an active process to not lie to myself, to stop myself when, no, that's not true. That's not the way it is. A lot of the time it's meant, when we lie to ourselves, it's actually just meant to be kind of a circumvent. It's just to make things simpler so that you can kind of get to a point that you're wanting to make quicker. But lying is important, and it creates a false narrative. If you have to lie to get to there, then that's not a real place, It creates a false perspective, a false narrative. So yeah, honesty is the key, and that's the thing. That's where I get myself into trouble, though. I am a person who is. Since that day, I've been brutally honest. I have been learning more restraint the last few years. I still unfortunately get triggered at times, especially one of the things I just like to do. It's just a way I waste time. Is go on Facebook and just say the random thoughts that come to me when reading certain memes and whatnot. Especially, it's my way of being triggered, but I know what I'm doing and I'm voluntarily going into it. But there are times where I'll get overly triggered, where it's I'm really trying to convince a person, despite the fact that they've shown that they can't be convinced. Because there is, we have our biases, and sometimes a person. It doesn't matter what the truth is. It doesn't matter what the facts are. You cannot convince them of the truth. You can't. But I don't know. I won't lie, though. I'll walk away from disputes of that nature and be agree to disagree, especially in stuff in certain stuff, because I recognize that it is in fact a perspective deal. They are wrong. But I'm not going to convince them, and they're not going to convince me because of our different perspectives. They have to be, well, people have to be willing to have their perspective widened, right? So when a person is stuck in that, their bias won't let them see the truth. You can't force it. Unfortunately, you can say what the truth is, and then it's up to them at that point, right? You shouldn't waste your breath, but you should be honest. And like I say, most importantly, don't lie. It's easy to lie, but I think that's where we've gotten into a lot of our problems today, especially when in the political arena. A lot of people are willing to accept lies to avoid hurting people's feelings and things of that nature, And I don't think we should. I think you should be honest, and I think you should. I think a person should be allowed to be honest. I think it's the first pillar of positive progression. If you can't be honest, you can't positively progress. You can't positively address a problem. So, yeah, honesty is the truth. Honesty is it's the start. So what do you think? You agree? Is it really? Does it really matter about whether you're honest? Or am I off my rocker? I think it's important. Like I say, I think it's the start. I think it's the foundation. Because, like I say, before you can address the realities around you, before you can address real issues, real problems, make real you have to be honest. If you aren't, well, then you're, at best, you're just treading water. At best. Most likely, you're actually being counterproductive. But, if you find yourself enjoying today's episode, leave a like, subscribe for more content, comment, let me know your thoughts, and as always, feel free to share. Thanks for watching. Alright, and then should we get into the other thing we'll get into the thing that triggered me.